Hey, we're back. Thank you so much to everyone who's jumped back on. Since we left, there've been 2 goals. The second half is underway. Is that the correct time? Joe and his one leg are having a bad time, so we can send some love. We can send some love to Joe again in the comments. That'd be great. It's been a stressful few moments, but yes. Anyway, Liverpool were pegged back. Luke McConnell was sold down the river by Adrian and basically kicked it into his own net. And then Darwin Nunez has just restored Liverpool's lead. So yes, it is Greuther Furth 1. Oh no, hang on. Wait there. Did he not? Did that not count? Never mind. Right. Anyway, I think. Oh yeah, this has been an absolute shit show of the last few minutes. So yeah, we'll just take a moment to compose ourselves, everyone. I did have a super chat from Neil O'Callaghan. I have no idea whether you heard my response on the last stream. But he did say, yeah, Fabinho should stay. He's only 29, the peak of his powers. Henderson, understand, should have been sold 2 years ago. FSG have done a midfield deconstruction rather than midfield reconstruction. My short answer was, it's Liverpool's transfer team that have done the reconstruction, not Liverpool's ownership. But that's whatever. Who cares? Right. If everyone could share this stream on the socials so we can get back to where we were, that would be much appreciated. I'll get the 11 up just so we can catch up with where we're at. Adrian, Jesus Christ. Liverpool trying to play their way out from the back on that left-hand side. Jarell Quansah starting at the left-sided centre-half position. Let's see how we go. Liverpool battling well in the midfield. So the way that it was put on LFC TV was Curtis Jones as the 6. We'll have to see how that transpires. Is Joe Gomez, Salah's wide right. Salah into the box, overlapping run from Gomez, cuts it back. Ooh, I tell you what, good little run from Joe Gomez there. It was cut out. So the 11 is Adrian, Gomez, Matip, Quansah, Tsimikas, McConnell, Elliott, Jones, Kumas, Salah, Nunez. So we'll just get a little bit of a clearer picture how that lineup is, but it's definitely Tsimikas playing the inverted role on the opposite side to what we were used to with Trent doing on the right. So it means it's effectively a back three of Quansah left, Matip middle, Gomez right. But yeah. Oh, okay, Liverpool have a day to score. It was Darwin Nunez who scored. Yeah, so it is 2-1 sound. Good to see there having a shit show as well. Harvey Elliott picks it up on the edge. Yeah, Elliott, Jones and Kumas's positions are going to be the ones to keep an eye out for. As Gomez gathers the ball on the right-hand side. Inside Liverpool half, plays it to Mohamed Salah, gets it back. I think, based on what I've seen, it looks like McConnell's the deepest midfielder for us, which would also explain why Adrian was passing the ball to him inside his own box. Here's Salah charging at the defence, squares it across the box. Curtis Jones goes for goal, left-footed, blocked. Maybe should have just fed it one more time. Lewis Kumas was available as that overlapping run was there, but Kurt obviously thinking, go on, I've got my chance here and I'll take it while I can. Yes, so corner, Tsimikas, far side of the picture, one hand in the air, lots of movement, and it doesn't clear enough of their players, and it's cleared away for now, and Liverpool have it in the D, in the centre circle I should say. Ball played forward and it's cut out again. Liverpool just not quite, I mean, they've scored, so they've got something going for them in this half. They've scored as many goals in this half as they did in the last one, but we're not seeing that same level of fluency just yet. But of course you would say with like the likes of McConnell, that midfield feels distinctly more lightweight. Tsimikas back defending in the left back position. That's well played from McConnell there. Big test, I say big test. It is a test for McConnell now. You know, it will read as his mistake for their goal, even though it's just not an area of the pitch he should have been getting a pass from Adrian from. You find that with Adrian sometimes. He's not going to get any better at it, not at his age, but he's too casual. He always was. Very Atletico vibes when he knows that you're meant to keep a cool head and move the ball and pass the ball and play certain takes of passes, but sometimes I think he plays he plays a pass that Alisson would play, but he's not good enough to play that pass. He should just keep it simple, or simpler. Salah's in behind. Salah's into the box. Salah shoots. Oh, he just got under it. He just lifted it up over that top left-hand corner and out of play. A lot of people asking about where Kelleher is. They're just rotating the goalkeepers. To my eyes, it's basically completely different goalies in for this game compared to midweek. Right. It's Crossbow. It says we should have given Pitaluga a chance over Adrian. Yeah, I find that a bit strange, honestly, that he's not in. I mean, unless they're going to do a thing where he comes on for the back half of this half, maybe. But yeah, he's on the bench, isn't he? So maybe they've just decided that like the third choice is just the ones who are lower down the pecking order, the ones less ready for the first team, are just going to be there as the training / warm-up goalies. Tell you what, Joel Matip caught there. The ball's played it in again. Adrian, oh, good save from Adrian. Low down to his left. It looked like an absolute inevitability that Greuther would get the equaliser there. Joel Matip just a little bit slow to move the ball. Liverpool attacking now. It's a great ball through the lines. Darwin Nunez just couldn't quite take it in his stride, and the keeper hammers it all the way down the pitch. It's been quite end to end so far, and this one's got NBA Jamish vibes to it. James Lim with the super chat says, "Who's the captain for the second half? I think Salah should be given a chance to captain more this season." I'm not keen on it. If I'm honest, I think it might be Matip. Joel Matip, what a pass! Oh, the goalkeeper was on his toes there, raced out, got there ahead of Darwin Nunez, but Joel Matip has just played a 50-odd yard pass right through the middle. Hell of a through ball, and yeah, the goalkeeper read it brilliantly. And here's Harvey Elliott nipping onto a loose pass there. He's got space in front of him. He gives it to Salah. Salah turns on it in the box, curls it. Ooh, no pace. Goalkeeper steps across and gathers it. Tell you what, it's been a rip-roaring start to the second half. Nowhere near the level of control from Liverpool that they had in the first. Really good save from Adrian there to keep Liverpool's lead intact. Whew. Greuther coming for Furth again. No, it's terrible. There's something in there, but I haven't nailed it. Ball to the edge. They're still building. They've got possession. There's a shot from distance, blocked by Joel Matip. Liverpool try to come away with it. Darwin Nunez nods it down. Good play, Mohamed Salah. Volleys it over the top. It's Darwin Nunez. How's your touch, Darwin? How's your pace? He's gone past his man. He's inside. Darwin Nunez! Yes! Greuther Furth 1, Liverpool 3. Second goal of the game for the Uruguayan. Lovely counter-attacking move from Liverpool. That certainly not got the stability at the back that the first half team had, and looked to be expected without Robertson, without Van Dijk, and without Konate, and certainly without Alisson in goal. But the way they built that up was brilliant. They used Darwin Nunez as a bit of a target man to kind of hold it up for a second. He nodded it down. Ball goes to Salah, acres of space, volley ball. And Darwin Nunez, he chases onto it. And I would normally expect him to just get his head down and run, but he turns back on himself and actually turns the defender inside and out, opens it onto his left foot, and then goes across the goalkeeper. Really good finish there. That's great number 9 play, I think, all round from Darwin Nunez in the early stages of the build-up, and then ultimately, being on the shoulder, getting in behind and taking that chance. Great goal. Really good goal. Whew. Should we have a... It's not quite a... It's not one of them, no. Curled into the box. Greuther on the attack. People have got a lot of men back, but don't really seem to have that defensive structure. But, Curtis Jones comes away with that. Brilliant. And now he sends Salah away. Defender goes to ground, Salah leaps over it, and defender comes away with a good defensive play, good tackle. But we look really, really something on the counter-attack here. Yeah, Rye Mental sends a comment in there, which I've just lost. I sincerely apologise. Yeah, on the Fabinho situation. So yeah, I did the live news show on this yesterday. So if you want a greater take on this, well, say greater, a longer. Am I right that Fabinho has French bulldogs? Aren't they tiny little things? How are they dangerous? Don't understand the problem. I honestly, mate, I've got no idea. There was a significant chunk of yesterday's show was dedicated to me showing how cute his dogs were. I'm not a big dog person. Not a big dog person. But even I can look at that and go, that animal looks fine. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to point out, I mean, I appreciate the enthusiasm from anyone putting comments in it, but we need to make sure this doesn't end up as a chant from was lost but now found. Nunez on fire, your defence is terrified. Never, 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 never. That is perhaps the most championship chant there is. Move the ball, Adrian, for God's sake. I'm sorry, it's pre-season. I spent all of the Karlsruhe game trying to tell people not to get wound up by what we were seeing, but also just kick the ball quicker, Adrian, mate. Just do it. Anyway, it's fine. We're 61 minutes played. Greuther Furth have the ball in Liverpool's territory, but they're forced to retreat into their own half. Good defensive shape and numbers from the Reds there. Right. Etcham getting better. Could you say that Darwin is evolving? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll have that. I'm having that. That's fine. That is our barrier for entry. That is our bar in terms of comments, humour so far. I think Etcham, I think you've nailed that. So I'm all in for that. You can have that. Anyone who tops it gets
what a story! Adrian! Like Rocky!
Anyone who can top Etcham's joke gets the clop, Adrian. Matip coming away with the ball. Good play from Joel Matip. Mohamed Salah, he's in Liverpool's half. Liverpool playing out from the back now, just looking to build a little bit more time possession. Salah, it looked like he ran into an offside position for me. This goalie, that's a gain. He's come and met the ball first, 35 probably yards from his goal. But they are playing a very, very high line here. I don't remember them playing it quite this high. I mean, but then again, I suppose Diaz got onto it a lot. But we weren't actually making as many of those kind of runs in behind. Anyway, different type of players. The Swiss Army attack that Liverpool have got looks very different. I mean, we've not seen anything really of Lewis Kumas on the ball, but Salah and Darwin, big chances for them. Gerard Quanta just had a little struggle there, just got a little lost in the ball. It's broken down as a Liverpool goal kick, I believe. Abid asking, is Joe Gomez captain? Meme Lords, hate this formation so much. We're going to throw away the season before we realise we need to go back to 4-3-3. That is your anxiety talking. I would probably back Jurgen Klopp's understanding of tactics and stuff. It became very clear last season, to me anyway, that people have kind of found out how we play in 4-3-3, and that's what you need to do. You need to move and evolve. All teams, all things, all tactical innovations become the norm, become over. And you need to move and you need to change. You need to grow with the times. I think we will play 4-3-3 at times in the season. I really do. I think we'll play 4-2-2-2 at times in the season, maybe a bit of 4-4-2. But it looks like this is going to be our de facto in games where we're going to be the possession side. I think this is how we're going to play. I think for games like Man City and stuff, we might switch it back. But yeah. Try not to worry about it, mate. I think we are. You can see how much of a better side we were since when we shifted to it. Like, it was considerably better, and that's just in terms of individual performances as well. Like, Trent just looks an absolute superstar playing as an inverted fullback. Well, here we go. Liverpool down the left-hand side. Kumas. Ooh, he battered that shot there. It wasn't really on. It was a very narrow angle. Maybe he just kind of overran it and thought, well, I may as well have a pop and see what transpires. I'm going to point this one out. It doesn't really deserve the airtime, but it was a lot of words typed in from Yobro. Why did Darwin Nunez become a soccer player? I mean, because he couldn't bear the thought of being left out of the evolution of the game. No soundboard for you. Thank you. Pitching Baz makes a great point. Only 110 likes. Get us to 1k or the Bulldog gets it. Yeah, absolutely. Fabinho's transfer either does or doesn't happen, depending on what you most want to happen. Oh, Salah. Oh, the drag back was lovely, but the pass wasn't on by the time he had dragged it back. Does just wants to. Oh, it's a chance. Oh, he's missed it. Greuther Furth had another good opportunity into the Liverpool box there. Adrian made himself big and he's just blammed it wide of the post for seemingly no reason. Dawes anyway says the new shirt font sucks. When Doak was playing in the first half, I thought we had a bloke called Dork roaming the wing. I like it. It's not as bad as that Adidas one from a couple of World Cups ago, where every letter looked the same. I mean, Mark Kavanagh saying defensively we're shocking again. I mean, to the point on all this, goes back to the midfield as well, and look at not just the defence, but look at the back end of the team. We are all over the place. Oh, Joel Matip's giving it away, and there you go. It's a goal back for Greuther Furth. It's no stability, no organisation, not clear in our lines, not a clear understanding of roles or positioning. But again, it's a very, not just the back line actually, because obviously, I mean, Jarrell Quansah is only a second appearance for us, and again, it's a pre-season game. The Matip Gomez thing, third and fourth choice centre halves, even though I think they can both play better, and they've had some decent moments in this game. But let's just look at this one. That's Matip. It's just a bit lax from him. But also, again, Tsimikas playing the inverted fullback role. Yeah, not great. Adrian Megged for the goal. Paul, yeah, no, you're right. No, you're spot on. It is, but yeah, I think you're right. This defence, is not. But this defence isn't Liverpool's defence, if that makes sense. I mean, it might suggest that I can tell we definitely need at least another defender. We need to get rid of Kostas Tsimikas, to be honest. You know, he's the uncomfortable position in this, because that's now a second chance running the rule over him in the inverted role. And again, if we had other DMs available, I'm not entirely certain. I'm not entirely certain that we'd have been doing some of the things that we've done. Trent would have played inverted, I think, etc., etc. But Robbo's playing effectively a left centre half role for us, but Tsimikas, who's the backup left back, is playing as an inverted midfielder. I know he's a better footballer. He's more of a technical player than Robertson is, but I've not been totally impressed at that. Callum Holmes question. Thoughts on Gomez left centre half? We don't get one. Yeah, I mean, again, we need another one. We just need another one. That's the problem. We're short on numbers. We just don't. I don't think we have enough to play that system consistently. If Gomez and Matip are part of your understudies, because they've got bad injury records, as simple as that. So I wouldn't be against seeing him there by any stretch, but it is a little bit. I think it's that left back thing. is uncomfortable for me. Yeah, we do need someone else who can do it. I'm keeping eyes on Gerald Quansah because right now he's in the Nat Phillips role in the squad. He's the extra defender, but I just would contend that with the formation we need more than we've ever had, because effectively you're playing 3 centre halves in a game in possession anyway. This is what I'm talking about. From Hawks. Mate, it's obvious why Darwin scores when he doesn't have time to think. He's better with the natural selection. I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, mate. My favourite thing about that whole clip is the fact that he does the Adrian, and then he just in case anyone doesn't get his reference, he says it's like Rocky. Oh, the goalie on the edge again. Liverpool have just tailed off a little bit, and again they've been messy at the back all half long since the change. They've not looked particularly set, and it goes back to Adrian just playing McConnell down at up shit creek. When we're in possession, we've looked good. When we've been out of possession, we've not looked great here. But it is funny how many people again who whenever we don't play brilliant in pre-season seem to get like super angry and aggressive about it. It's fine. It's honestly fine. Salah, great ball. Oh, just not quite. Didn't quite get round the defender to meet Darwin Nunez. It looked like handball. Referee says it was handball. Free kick to Liverpool. Wrigley Mick asks, whatever happened to Billy Cometio? Can't spell his second name yet. Koumetio, Koumetio. Can't spell his second name. He looked good in pre-season last year. Yeah, it's just not worked out for him. I mean, it's a few years ago, really, that in fact, it was after the title-winning season, wasn't it? I believe, was he on the bench for the Charity Shield? It's not worked out. His loans haven't worked out. He's with the under-21s. He's not even come on this pre-season tour. So, yeah, it looks like he's not really of the level. Right. It's Crossbow. We should sign Piero Hink. Is that a real player? Is that a real player? I'm too scared to say them now. I'm going to start playing footy manager again. He's left for the centre back. Cool. Crossbow, I'll take your word for it. These are the big observations we need from pre-season. Not this one. That was Jake Barrington. Oh no, Jake, I'm sorry. Where's it gone? Elliot wearing his socks low like Trent now. / Thiago, if we're being fair. Yeah, the midfield's been a bit of a mess. Again, when we're coming forward, Jones and Elliot have looked really bright in attack. Darwin just trying to backheel it back into the path of Elliot there. Harvey Elliott pressing extraordinaire. But yeah, the defensive structure looks a bit wild, doesn't it? And again, Costas is miles away. Cut to the edge, good shot, good goal. It's an equaliser. And yeah, Liverpool left all at sea defensively there. Couldn't get in a decent enough shape, couldn't recover to get back to what they needed it to be in. I don't know where. Again, Costas presumably will be up the pitch. He had Quansah there. Yeah. That midfield, I'm pretty certain, and it's been hard to truly fathom this out because I'm so unused to seeing that left hand side. But McConnell looks absolutely gassed there on the edge. Who is that? Yeah, it's just that had all the hallmarks of in fact, it's Costas jogging back in. It's McConnell jogging back in. Yeah. Here's a question via the super chats from Khaled. Do you think Tosin from Fulham could do a job at centre back? Honestly, mate, I've got no idea. I've never heard of him. Yeah, oh, here we go. Pitaluga is on the pitch, our mate. We had him in the studio a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, doing an interview for the Bobby Firmino documentary. Really good lad, really good, huge as well. But yeah, dead sound, really sound kid. Speaks good English as well. Obviously, again, high hopes for him. Be interesting to see where he gets loaned this summer. Salah with the ball, wants to chase down. Frauendorf, who's on the pitch as well. Kept it alive, tried to feed it towards Harvey Elliott, didn't quite work out. Or was that Bobby Clark? We made this. I missed them. Who are the substitutions? God damn it. Bobby Clark is on. Joe, did you see? Thanks, mate. Yeah, it looks like Clark and Frauendorf are on. We have another little gander at that. Yeah, well, even the Liverpool Twitter account hasn't updated. Hasn't updated the thing. What are they doing? What are they playing at? Greuther playing it out from the back. Yeah, Alex Reddo keeping track of all of our pre-season bingo. Here we go, Liverpool with a chance. Salah, oh, it was fizzed into him. Heavy touch from Salah. I mean, it had to be. It was absolutely rocketed at his foot. Mo Salah was having a good old time, laughing before. He doesn't look like he's having a good time anymore. And then in behind, Greuther Furth. Liverpool have got numbers this time. They've gone for shots. They've gone for goal. It's a goal. Greuther Furth 4, Liverpool 3. Oh, the capitulation is complete. It's a hell of a finish. Pitaluga just couldn't get down low quick enough. This is a great bingo. This is a great pre-season bingo one here from Tar66. This, I know it's pre-season. But we should be winning this comfortably. It's not how it works, mate. It's a hell of a finish, that though. Hard and low, bending away from the goalie. Let's see it. Yeah, just a little slow to get down there, Pitaluga. I mean, if you want to know how the level of this game is, they're using white garden chairs on the side of the pitch. Bobby Clark's defo on the pitch as well. But yeah, nobody can keep track of Liverpool substitutions. Apparently, one football haven't got it. And yeah, even the Liverpool Twitter account hasn't. What? Clark. So Clark on for Elliott. Who did Frauendorf come on for? For Kumas and Pitaluga on for Adrian. Okay, sounds. There we go. Here's a good question. Oh shit, no, Ben Jones, apologies. Why is Adrian had a contract extension and why are we losing against this shite German side? What is going on? Even if it's pre-season, we should be beating these man. Sorry, we need more. Ben, relax, mate. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. Oh, Stephen.
I've come to redeem myself.
Yeah, Steve's gone to the well again.
We go again. We do not let this slip.
That's a bad reference.
Yeah, no one's ever, nothing bad's ever happened after someone said that. Come on.
What have you done to it?
Nothing. I just need to make sure it's good.
You're hovering over my shoulder.
I need your approval.
Better.
I'll take that.
Oh dear. Yeah, honestly, don't worry about it. Don't worry about whether Liverpool win or not in the pre-season games. It feels better when we do win. But yeah, what I was going to say. Yeah, there we go, Alex. There's another good one. Season's gone. Yeah, here we go, Alan Partridge. Ever insightful. But we need to see something, even if you don't win. What are we trying to do? But we have seen stuff not been entertained? Have you not seen some really good signs from a number of players in this game, particularly the first half? You know, the link-up play in that attack was absolutely scintillating. Oh God, has he just fouled the keeper there? Is that Frauendorf? It was a little bit naughty, that. Yeah, he goes. Oh no, Scanlon. Scanlon's on as well, mate. When did that happen? Scanlon's just picked up a yellow card for a late tackle. He's come on for Jones. Okay, sounds. Yeah, it was a late one. Okay. Anyway, yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, I can't. I'll try my best to hold you guys' hands through this, but we had this when we were losing against Karlsruhe, and then we won, and it was fine. And like, it's about, yeah, you can find misery in anything. So if you want to find misery in it, by all means, find misery in it. Pre-season is about, for me, is about finding fun things to see. Now, I would suggest that, you know, there's the level of this side is nowhere near the level required, but then that was kind of obvious by who we had in midfield. What it does say is, what we know is that Liverpool needs to go into the transfer market and buy some more midfielders, because we're a little short without Henderson and Fabinho, physically as well as, you know, in terms of total numbers of players. But actually, what you'd say from this so far, I mean, at the risk of analysing a game that's still, you know, doing full-time analysis in a game that's got 10 minutes left, there's been loads of really good stuff from Liverpool in this game. So yeah, try and think about that and try not to be too upset. Here's a good. This is the approach. David McLaughlin, just tuning in. The only question I care to ask: are there any injuries? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. No, so far. Although Doak did pick up a knock, but he looked good. He still looked good afterwards. There's one for Liverpool to chase. Salah and Nunez, really the only ones of note still remaining on the pitch for the Reds. There's a cross. It's too deep. Salah's going to come and press him. Just wonder where we've got enough on the pitch to create one more half-decent opportunity. Because, you know, at the moment it's Nunez and Salah kind of flanked by Bobby Clark, Scanlon, whose name I can't even remember his first name at this point. Frauendorf's in there. Yeah, it's a team of kids we've got out there at the minute. And poor old McConnell, who, yeah, kind of set the tone for the messiness of the first half. Callum, thanks, mate. Yeah, not the neat, tidy, free-flowing team in the second half that we enjoyed in the first, certainly. Okay. Jose Cambronero is back again. People are just looking to build. Can't build anything here. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Greuther might be a mid-table German team, but they're a mid-table professional second-tier German team, and we've got a bunch of children playing in this game now. Chelsea looking to sell Gallagher. Thoughts? Fine, let them. Do I want Liverpool to be in on that? Not really, if I'm being honest. For a start, we just don't need another one of those lads in those positions. But he's fine, isn't he? He's absolutely fine. I think Crystal Palace is his level, and he might get better, I guess. Oh, hang on, chance for Salah. Salah with the cross into the middle, blocked. He's going to pick it up again on the rebound. Plays it square. Salah overlapping to the byline. Can he pick out a man? Oh, cross blocked. Unlucky. Luke Burns with the super chat says close to full house on pre-season bingo here today. Absolutely, mate. Really, we need to get like a card prepped for the rest of the games, because you'd only ever get the full gamut of them when Liverpool concede goals or lose them. But this whole like pre-season games mean something, really, like deeply mean something. You know, there's fucking Champions League group games that don't mean something. You know what I mean? This certainly doesn't. Ball to the byline, crossed, blocked. Corner for Liverpool. Sound. Crossbow. It's times like this I miss Divock Origi to save us. Not in pre-season, mate, although I miss him because he was just a good smiling face. Good to have him round. Yeah. Right, corner, Tsimikas, 5 minutes to go. Come on, Reds. Half the penalty area, Matip got up. It's going to drop to Clark, stands it up to the back post. Keeper should have it, and does. Maswell asks, was Trent playing right back when he was on midfield? He was playing 6. He was playing the defensive midfield for us. It was Conor Bradley who was playing right back / inverted right back. Here's Joe Gomez, picks the ball up inside the half. Can Liverpool keep the pressure on? That's the thing about this again. The shape of this game's just been completely different. Here's a promising run to the byline. Oh, it's a heavy touch. It's going to be a corner to Liverpool. Moheb, here. Why hasn't Salah played the first half team? Probably just to give a bit more seniority to this one, to be honest. And maybe I think that they're doing some partnerships. I think we've seen it in centre halves so far, Kanate and Van Dijk, and we've seen it with Gakpo and Jota as well. And on corner in swinger, no one attacking that one. And it looks like they're keeping Darwin and Salah together at the moment. I suspect that will change, but. Oh, dropped by the keeper. Oh, and then we've missed the chance, and it's a foul anyway. But yeah, a little bit of just, if you've got a weaker midfield, and it's made the team competitive, I think, is the reasoning behind it. So that midfield was in the box midfield formation, in possession. It's Tsimikas and McConnell were playing effectively as a double pivot, a left back and a kid. And then Elliott and Jones ahead. And then Lewis Kumas was on the left-hand side, and then with the defence as well. I think just having Salah and Nunez is like, okay, well, it's a mismatched team, but we'll go really, really strong in those positions, and that's where the goals have come from for Liverpool in this half. Those guys linked up absolutely brilliantly. Both have been a real threat. It's faded a bit as the half's worn on, certainly, but yeah, I think that's why basically, because otherwise you then put in Darwin and. You've got Kumas, Darwin, Doak, and you're kind of hanging Nunez out to dry a little bit there. He needs confidence. He needs to be scoring goals. But at the moment, I do think that he's a bit of a backup for us. And what I'm saying is I think Jota's are, at the moment, I would suggest that Jota's are starting number 9. Oh, here's one to chase. Pitaluga decides to retreat it into the box. Gone for the shot, deflected. Corner? To Greuther, maybe? We'll see. I mean, Jacobs, again, can we give Jacobs a little digital cuddle here? If these second tier teams can score so many goals against us, what are the Premier League's going to do with us murders? It's not how it works, mate. It just isn't how it works. Don't worry about it. Let's see, ball over the top. Oh, he's onside. Can he get it into an attacking position? Salah's lining up at the back post. He's gone for the ball. Salah! Oh, that is wonderful. Wonderful link-up play. Greuther Furth 4. Liverpool 4.
I can say what will describe this was boom.
Yeah, there we go. But let's have everyone cheer up. Let's have a dance. Yeah, the ball played over the top. Darwin Nunez was drawn out to the left-hand side, a little too wide to attacking himself, but he crossed the ball wonderfully. Salah made a great run. It looked a little late, but he did that. He's done that goal before where he kind of stretched and he plays it in with the outside of his boot at full stretch of the back post. And yeah, Liverpool, despite the fact that they've been an absolute mess in this second half, level, yeah, good. There you go. I can't speak. I know there's probably a lot of you who are just a little, I don't know, maybe young or maybe haven't got enough love in your lives or whatever. It's pre-season, just relax, honestly. Here we go again. Oh, how's the keeper kept it out? What a cross, what a header, what a save. Liverpool so close to snatching the win there. Absolutely unreal. Jack Smith nailed it, by the way. People moan less than the 30-year drought than now. It's true. What an outrageous. Frauendorf with the cross. Darwin with the header. Down, low, powerful, and it's just hit the keeper's legs. Oh. Oh, lovely. Yeah, to Evan Dixon putting that out there. There you go. 2 goals. 2 goals and an assist for Darwin, and he could have had a hat-trick there. Looks like that'll be full-time. There we go. Right. Yeah, Hawks, there's another one for pre-season bingo. Elliot becomes the focus of, becomes the new Curtis, the go-to focus of internet ire. There'll always be someone, there's always going to be someone. Like I saw people blaming, going, oh, Darwin, typical Darwin in the last game when he missed the chance. It's like, guys, I know, I said this before and I'll say it one more time. If you only ever watch Liverpool on like a device, so you only ever watch on your tablet or your laptop or your computer or whatever, it's in a tab on a browser, this game might feel the same as the games that you normally watch. Because hey, look, it's Liverpool players and it's televised and I'm living my life and watching it in the same place. It's not, it's pre-season. Maybe you're new to pre-season. I don't know whether you've ever heard these things said before, but I'll repeat, because every game is someone's first Liverpool game. It's pre-season. It doesn't matter. All that matters is them getting through it without injury. They get a little bit of greater understanding of how each other play. So you get greater symbiosis in the team, greater match sharpness, greater confidence in some areas. And from us as fans, getting to get a little glimpse of what they're liable to do, what you might come to expect from certain footballers. Look, in a good or bad sense, it can go both ways. But I would suggest, if you look at that game, I thought Cody Gakpo was absolutely exceptional. Diogo Jota looks so hungry and so ready. Diaz's goal was absolutely brilliant as well. He's another one who looked really, really good in that first half. Really encouraging for young lad Doak playing on that right-hand side. In terms of the midfield, Trent thought did okay as a DM for us. Conor Bradley impressed again as an inverted fullback, which is something to keep an eye on, certainly. In the second half, really, the main positives were just Salah and Nunez. Their link-up was really encouraging, as it was in the first pre-season game against Karlsruhe as well. That's another couple of goals for Darwin Nunez, which is not going to do him any harm, and an assist as well to add to that. So that's positive. In terms of the young players, there'll be something to work on from those defenders. I don't think Tsimikas as an inverted fullback has worked well just yet. It tells us again that if we want to have 2 teams, we're going to need more lads who can play in defensive midfield. I think we know that because we've just sold or about to sell 2 when they were the 2 that we had. So yeah, there's that. I think Bajcetic to come back and Thiago to come back will obviously add depth to what Liverpool are doing. But I think this is it. Yeah, there you go. David McKeown saying it exactly that. Just sometimes we need to explain what pre-season is and what happens in pre-season. The lads do 3 sessions a day, which they don't do in the normal world. It is a fitness thing, and again, from a fan perspective, it's trying to find fun things to catch on to. And for me, that was another game of tons of really great positives for Liverpool. Yes, a little messy at the back, more so certainly the second half team, but of course to be expected without a proper midfield in front of it. I mean, again, a midfield 4 of Kostas Tsimikas, Luke McConnell, Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott is not a midfield 4 you're likely to ever see play a game for Liverpool. So yeah, enjoy that while you can, if nothing else. We have got a new YouTube member. I need to find my board. Yes. David Carolan. Sweet Carolan. Shit. Right, David. Oh, shit. Hang on. David. Caro. There we go. Thank you so much. New member. Welcome to the board. Everyone who's a tier 2 and tier 3 sub gets an extra bonus show every week as well, which throughout the summer is Neil Jones's Journo Insight, which is a very good show indeed. Let me just check through my super chats and comments. What was that? Who are your men of the match? Who are your standout players? Here we go. Yeah. Hitchin Baz, Salah scored. We're going to win the league now. Absolutely. It works both ways. There was a great famous tweet from the early days of our first year, and I think it was a John Henry parody account on Twitter, and it was you can't judge anything from pre-season at all, but I think we can all admit that Lucas Leiva is world class. And again, you shouldn't take football too seriously anyway, but you certainly shouldn't be taking pre-season too seriously. That was a behind closed doors game as well, which gets forgotten about, which is mad in and of itself. You know, if you want to know, it was so unimportant that they've not even sold tickets for it, which is nuts, because Liverpool will sell tickets for anything these days. You know, judging by the fact that I've just spent £300 to get me wife and daughter in to see Taylor Swift at Anfield next summer. AJ says, hi Paul, I do worry about Matip, the rest fine. Yeah, maybe, but also there was some, Matip had a couple of really good moments. His front foot stuff was good. I think it's a new position for him as well. You know, he's played the right of a two-man pairing. It's really interesting to see how he does, you know, if he's going to be Van Dijk's understudy in that role, how he handles that. I think he should be absolutely fine, if I'm being honest. But yeah, we will have to see how that develops. But it was a mess, and I would contend that the mess is a result of a new set of lads, the backups effectively playing in the back line, with a very weak defensive screening in front of them in the midfield as well. I think what happens in the next game will be more like from here on in, because it's the Singapore games, you'll start to see more of a 60-minute team, I think, moving forward. These early ones, these friendlies are normally like Tranmere Rovers and Fleetwood and all this kind of stuff. So there's a different approach to doing this time of year. They're splitting it into two whole teams. I think we'll now start to see, when you play two teams, your deficiencies are laid out in front of you, because no squad can really put 2 11s out of a top quality. And when you consider we probably made 4 subs in the second half, 4 or 5 subs on top of that, you're going to be getting down to a bunch of untried and untested kids. And to be fair, you know, we turned the game around actually with those in there. So yeah, we've got a new member before we wrap up. John Allen, thank you so much, John. Let me see if I can get you on here, mate. John Allen, thank you so much. John Allen, get in, my friend. You are on the board. Right. Let me see what else we got before we go. I was quite impressed by some areas of what Liverpool did. Certainly more to build on, and again, a higher quality calibre of opposition to come in the coming games as well. So yeah, it will be very interesting to see. And I think that's actually a good point here from TRS Juan, who says these German teams have been a genuine test, played some decent football. Exactly, and I was saying this about Greuther in the first half. They were playing out from the back. They were happy to have possession. Liverpool didn't just have the ball and were tasked with breaking down. It wasn't a low block team. They played some good footy at times, caused us problems. Even our best defence and I suppose sort of best midfield as well. Good old game of football. I really enjoyed that. Good goals from Liverpool. Some good build-up play. Things to work on, absolutely. But that's what pre-season is all about. Yes, Luke, I am left-handed. Thanks for noticing, I guess. Right, let me just double check I've not missed anything. Oh yeah, one last thing before I go. Get your pre-orders in right now. Boy Firmino, best in the world. Keep an eye on our socials. We're signing the author-signed editions today, which means my left hand is about to fall off. But yeah, our brand new Bobby Firmino book. You can scan the QR code if you want to go and have a look. But yeah, it's filled with amazing stories, quotes, brilliant pictures from his time pre-Liverpool, and then a season-on-season guide to his Liverpool career. Ian Eyre sent us the original version of that photo, so we could go in there, which is pretty cool. You can basically cut out the pages if you really want to. I've found loads of unique and barely previously seen Bobby Firmino photos to fill out the gallery sections as well. So, like as an example, there's the brilliant one where he scored that screamer against Stoke. Is in there. There's one of him, Mane and Coutinho, the original front three. And it goes through, again, season on season, just absolutely phenomenal stuff. So if you want to know more about Roberto Firmino, if you want to know his stats, you want to know, I've even got like every foot card that he had. There's comic book strips in there. There's the story of how the Si Senor pop song from the Ragamuffins came about, his career numbers. I pulled it together, but Steve and Dan have done lots of the writing. Jimmy Clark, our graphic artist, look, it's a work of beauty. The front cover, collector's edition, limited run. There aren't going to be loads of them. When they sell out, they'll be done. So don't depend on that to hang around. Grab yourself one while you can. They're £20. It's a couple of quid more to get a signed edition, which are even more limited. But yes, get involved with all of that good stuff. Anyway, the biased what? Oh, thanks, Joe. One more super chat. Reckon getting pre-season tickets is worth it, says JL Conway. Yeah, it's good fun. It's really good fun going to watch those pre-season games. Sometimes the crowd, I think back to every pre-season where we've been really good as well. We tend to be rubbish in the early stages of pre-season. I remember like we lost to like Borussia Dortmund. Every pre-season we seem to lose to Dortmund. I've been to some really drab outings. You know, I remember going to LA to the Rose Bowl and watched. Did we even draw against Chelsea in that one? I feel sorry sometimes for the fans who only get to see them once in a lifetime come to a local area and then we're not brilliant. The performances I've seen from Liverpool in those last two games, they are at times some of the best early pre-season performances I've seen from Liverpool. So very, very encouraging indeed. Yeah, go and get tickets, mate. Fill your boots. They're good fun. They can be very good fun. Yes, the Bias Transfer podcast is following on this afternoon. We're going to be recording that live at 3:30 on redmenplus.com. We're going to be doing the Mbappe to Saudi stuff in a big way, having a laugh at Manchester United and Everton, as we always do. So yeah, come over to redmenplus.com and fill your boots with me and the gang over on the couch in the other studio. Really, really good show. And the Redmen Originals podcast has been boosted to tomorrow morning, so that'll be there as well. So other than that, subscribe to the YouTube channel, get your Bobby Firmino books, and if you want more Liverpool content covered on transfers, and you need podcasts and videos and interviews and for the full Bobby Firmino documentary series, go to redmenplus.com. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Another wildly goal-scoring, free-scoring Liverpool pre-season game, and anyone who survived the technical issues in the middle of it as well. Boss, you guys are all amazing. Hitchin Baz, I'm going to nominate as my star of the stream. You're the best of today. Crossbow, it's Crossbow second. Who's third? I'll leave it up to you. Maybe it was you. Do you know you were good? Yeah. I'm rambling now. I'm just going to go. Thanks so much. Have a boss afternoon. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out the show today. If you need more Liverpool content in your life, whether it's podcasts, videos, interviews, or great Liverpool documentaries, head over and subscribe to redmenplus.com today. It funds everything we do across all the free platforms, and we give you amazing content each and every week.